Bicycles can take us far. They carry us over mountains, through valleys, across continents. If their tires are wide enough, they can even find their way down a coastline. This is the story of one such journey, a Cape to Cape ride. The route runs between two lighthouses in southwest Western Australia, Cape Lewin near Augusta and Cape Naturaliste near Dunsborough. There's a walking trail connecting them and the mountain bike race bears the same name. But there's no official off-road cycling track, no four-wheel drive path, just wild terrain. The national park between the capes is magnificent. On a bike, with the world condensed to the essentials, pedals, wheels, a sleeping bag, you see it better. You feel it more. A car wouldn't do. But carrying a surfboard on this ride, that's another story. This was my first coastal bikepacking adventure on a fat bike. I've had the previous go around the coastal metro area, however nothing of this magnitude. 150 kilometers planned to be ridden over 3 days. Furthermore, I planned the route from scratch with no previous attempts from other riders to refer to. I tried to incorporate as much beach riding as I could and stay away from the walking track. I've previously walked the Cape to Cape track and I remember lots of rocks to go over, stairs, sand dunes and a very narrow path cut through the bush. Far from ideal for a fully loaded fat bike, apart from the fact it is a walking trail, not a cycling route. The ride began perfectly. I followed advice and rode south to north, letting the wind push me along. The beaches stretched endlessly, the sand white, the water cutting strange shapes in the rocks. The beauty of it all made the effort worth it. Resupply points punctuated the days, a comfort in the solitude. But I wasn't alone. Unseen, a virus has joined me from the start. My throat burned on the second day. I coughed but ignored it. The effort felt heavier, but I carried on. Halfway through the ride, I hit my first wall. A swamp. Impossible to cross. I detoured onto the Cape to Cape track. It was grueling, rocks, sand and sheer exhaustion. By evening, I was trembling, barely able to wash. I crawled into my sleeping bag with almost no dinner. I thought I'd simply pushed too hard, bonked, as they call it. I'd been there before, but fever? I didn't imagine it. I treated myself with food, sugar, and electrolytes. Nothing to fight the sickness growing inside me. It didn't work. On the last morning, I gave in. I plotted a course for asphalt and rode toward the car. The stretch to the pavement was bearable. The 27 kilometers of road back to town, the hardest I've ever ridden. Every meter was a battle, even after rest and food. Was the ride a success?
Shit.
Absolutely. Would I have turned back if I'd known a sore throat could bring me down? Without a doubt. Will I plan another route like this, tracing invisible path where no one has cycled before? Maybe not. There's room for younger, bolder riders to take those risks. But for me, the lessons will ride on.